just landed a couple of minutes ago and now I am super hungry, so we are en route to this restaurant called Baati Chokha. So this is the exterior of the restaurant and they told us to take off our slippers only to enter this beautifully carpeted place. I mean, look how culturally authentic this place looks. You can either sit down and eat your meals or you can sit on a chair and eat them as well, up to you. This is their pretty concise menu that they gave us and I chose the special Baati Chokha. So first he gave these Deena chutney and this tomato and onion chutney. So he just gave paneer pakoda. This is something made with urad dal. It's like a savory thing. And this is for my Baati Chokha. So I suppose it's like paneer Baati Chokha because it has like a filling inside. I think this is plain. Yeah, this should be plain, I suppose. And there's some dal. I have to still figure out what this is. That was a thick malai paisam. My grandmom absolutely loved it, but for me, it was just too much dairy for my lactose intolerant body. This is some milk. My grandmom ordered the roti thali, pretty much the same except for this super thick curd, which was totally yummy. This palak curry and this paneer sabji. Add up to all that I just had. They also give me some rice and I'm going to eat it with this dal. By the way, this buttermilk recommends like everything that you're eating and actually helps you digest everything. Literally like the best part right now. So after this super heavy lunch, we decided to explore the city a little bit. So we freshened up and began our evening. Soon after, we reached the Dashashwamedh Ghat where I got to witness the most spectacular Ganga Aarti that happens there. Honestly, I am not even that religious, but just being in the presence of something so divine was just truly amazing. 2 eyes weren't even enough to watch this spectacular ritual. For dinner, we went to Deena Chaat Bhandar, super crowded place. You can see them cooking everything right outside the store. My mouth was drooling. After a long wait, we went inside and this is their menu. Had to get that sizzling tikki from earlier, so we ordered the tikki dahi, some pani puri and this famous tomato chaat. This is one of the famous things that you eat in Banaras. You'll also find this in almost every other chaat store. Taste-wise, it almost tastes like tomato soup with chunks of tomato and peas and a bunch of masala. They serve it with this crunchy topping, which kind of enhances the whole dish. Later that night, I had the best chai I've ever had in my entire life. The location to it is in the description below. It's a pretty basic stall, but do not miss out on this. Hi guys, good morning. Currently it's 7 a.m. and it's day 2 in Banaras. And now I am going to the buffet downstairs to see what they have. Let's go. The spread was mostly South Indian and it didn't really tickle my taste buds. So I just DIY'd a breakfast of my own with some supplies that carried and made this chia seed pudding bowl with some bananas and honey that I found at the buffet. So this is gonna be the most healthiest thing that I eat in the day because I'm gonna eat jalebis later and I'm super excited to eat jalebis for breakfast. But first, let's just stroll around the city a little. First stop was Lakshmi Rasoi. Each plate of jalebi was 10 bucks. Thin, crispy, but not as good as the ones that I had next, which was at Sri Krishna Bhandar. Here is my second plate of jalebi for the day, for the morning, in fact. It was super crispy outside, dense on the inside. Absolutely loved it. We also got the Banaras breakfast special, kachori and sabji. So this is the famous breakfast of Varanasi. This is puri, looks like a meaty puri, and then this is called sabji. I think it has aloo and some greens and some pepper. Jeera, no? Let's try it. Really fluffy. These puris slash kachoris were much more harder than the ones that you usually find in South India, which are like paper thin. They also had this paneer like filling inside. Overall, their combination was on point. I truly enjoyed them. There's also paneer in it. There's a really, really good taste to it. I cannot believe I'm having puri for breakfast. We also have this curd. So apparently the curd here is like super thick. It's like buffalo. It's buffalo milk. It's super thick, creamy. And for lunch, this buttery goodness filled with a bunch of flavor. Banaras's next special, it's parathas, accompanied with some thick curd. I also had it with some dal and some rice as well. Simple, yet was so satisfying to the taste buds. Another thing that you do not want to miss during your visit to Banaras is trying out the sweet pan, which is also popularly known as the Banaras Paan, and comes at 30 rupees for each. Honestly, the guy must have added at least 20 things to the filling. He was also kind enough to pack it for us so that we could eat it later after our lunch. Honestly, so good. So I'm sitting in the cruise right now, and they just gave us our snacks. This is like a Karachi biscuit with like coffee. Obviously, it's dairy, but like it smells amazing. So I'm just gonna drink it. The trauma my body suffered later was definitely worth it though. We spent most of the evening on the cruise looking at various ghats and various other historical buildings. You can definitely witness the deep rooted history that is embedded in almost every nook and corner of Varanasi. Each ghat had its own story to tell. The next morning, we could not leave Banaras without visiting Lakshmi Chai. So after walking like through a pretty long lane, we finally found Lakshmi Chai. It's really hard to miss because it's inside. So don't give up on your journey because a lot of people told me it was closed. A lot of people said I'm going the wrong way. But for the first time, Google Maps was right and I followed the way and I reached it. So it's in this lane. This place is open from 4 a.m. to 12 a.m. The most popular things that you find here is the Malai toast, Caesarean toast, and of course, good old chai. I got the Caesarean toast, which is basically white butter stuffed toast, crunchy on the outside and super buttery on the inside. Definitely a classic. Hi guys, so currently I'm in Lal Bahadur Shastri Airport, which means that this is all the food that I can eat at Varanasi. I hope you guys enjoyed me just eating and also me kind of like showing out the town and the city. So until next time guys, bye.